Hello everyone, it's me Progress Ubo. On our previous video we talked about consonant blends and we did spellings of some words. Today we are going to how to spell some hard words. Spelling is sometimes difficult for me also, not just children, because there are some words that are so tricky and there are some few tricks I use in spelling my words. Because some of the words when you write them they are not as they sound. Remember the rules of spelling says say it as slow as a turtle, stretch it like a snake, and write down every sound that you hear. So when you want to spell some words and the sounds you hear do not appear in the words you spell, what do you do? These things confuse children. So there are some tricks I use in spelling those kind of words. Um, Let me show it to you. Say for example, one thing I do is to look for that word and look for small words in that word that I can easily remember. Remember when you're spelling words, you break them down into syllables. Say for example, a word like unfortunately, 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 on. You can see on here, right? So you start with your on. Then you can see for also. This book is for you. For, right? Then you can go with tune. Tune. Remember, this tune, there's no E at the end. Remember that. On, for, tune. We've broken that into 3 syllables already, right? On, for, tune. Not tune. On, for, tune. Then ate, which is the past tense of eat. We all eat, don't we? So we have ate, right? Then your li. So that way it's easy to spell, unfortunately. Did you get it? I hope you did. The next word, immediately. Immediately. We can do the same thing for this. Break it down in syllables, but look for words you can get in there. Im, I am, right? Med, medical. We know what medical people do, right? Med. Then later I standing on its own. E, we all eat. The same eight again. You can see it there. Then you add your li at the end. Im, med, e, ate, li. See the way it comes out when you break it down? But if you're pronouncing it, it says immediately. Isn't it? So, but breaking it down into syllables and looking for words that you can easily remember. So remember, I said im, med, e, ate, and li. So immediately. So for apparently, if you look at the word apparently, what word can you see that you can remember? We all have parents, right? You can see parents here. Can you see that? Parents. Everybody can spell parents because it's easy. Then app, then li. So that one makes it easy. But let's go to oh, you see, this is really tricky. It says separate. If you're pronouncing it as it is, separate, but it's pronounced separate, isn't it? Separate. So we can say rate pa. Rate. We have rate. Se pa. Easier, right? If you remember that it is pa and not pe, because if we are pronouncing it, it's like this: separate. If you remember that it's an A and not letter E, it will be easy for you to spell. So remembering is very, very important. Then conscious. See the word conscious. How do we do this? We have the word con. It's a con star. So con, right? Then science. For science, we have SCI, right? For science. So with this, I can remember science. Then I'll just add my us, O-U-S. So when you want to spell conscious, you have your con, your science, then O-U-S, conscious. Did you get it? Okay, so let's try that trick one more time for definitely. 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 What do you hear? Definitely. You're hearing letter A here, but it's definitely. You see? You have your de, fin, Italy. But if you want to spell Italy, it's Italy, right? Well, remember we're not talking about Italy. So it's there, fin, Italy. Did you get that? I hope this trick works for you. Then disease. Disease is a commonly used word, but yet many people misspell this word disease. So disease, especially kids who don't know their sounds, their later sounds. When you hear disease, some kids will spell, when they hear disease, they'll hear the sound D. They hear the sound E. Then what do they say? Ziz. Ziz. But this is DI. You have your C. You can see C, the big C, the ocean, right? Then you add your SE. So you know DISEASE. I hope you get it. I hope these tricks work for you. Just try it. Try using it. Remember, you have to remember. You have to break them down into syllables. And look at the word. Look for words in the word that can make you and help you remember easily. Thank you. Remember to like, share, and subscribe.